And hello, welcome to the Dungeoneers of Depravity. And look at that, we've actually got DJ on video. This is amazing. I'm so happy right now.
He's so gorgeous.
He really is. Oh, look, he
Instant
smiled.
spike in viewers.
That being said, our player Aaron, who plays Fleck, is having some issues with his computer, so he may be doing this all from just audio, which will be not the first time we've done it, but we'll see what happens. User error, yeah. I mean, 90% of errors occur between a seat and the computer itself. So,
Accurate.
that being said, last time we were here, our intrepid party of, we're going to call them the Fantabulous Four for now, went ahead and spotted some wood giants, which Fwet got super excited about and was like, ooh, I want to talk to them. And so convinced Dargo and the rest of the party to go down, and they did. And they met the Stonefoot clan, whose leaders are named Muriel and Ulfgar. I made the joke of it being Hamish, but I decided, no, we're not going to do Hamish because the clan's name is Stonefoot, so we might as well make it, the last name of the people. Moving on, Rose actually investigated into if anything was going on in the clan and discovered there was a magical malady that was affecting not all of them, but most of the clansmen where they were getting sick and their extremities were turning black. Kind of not a good thing for anybody involved. The party looking to investigate this went outside and found a magically infused aberrant pumpkin patch, which swiftly attacked our friend Palisier over here and then scurried off into the woods after being lit on fire.
As one does.
Oh, yes. I mean, I would. Following the magical pumpkin patch, as it were, they ran off and found two cloaked figures, which, after merging and Fleck having a very unsuccessful combat round against them, Palisier emerged kind of to describe was, what were they? Your teachers from when you were still, not burning your school down, Palisier. Isn't that correct?
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't try to burn their school down at least once?
Well, I mean, most of us don't murder our fellow students, so, Well,
most. I mean, this is America.
The rest of the party were trying to get aggressive at first with Null swiftly disappearing out of existence, kind of like that, how he just disappeared off the screen. It's very impressive. Yes.
What happens when you fail the charisma save?
Oh, very, very much failed the charisma save. But these two individuals decided to tell Palisier, hey, guess what? You owe us, and you're going to continue to be ours and do what we say, or we'll come back and murder all of you. And so Palisier, under extreme duress, agreed and went ahead and said, sure, okay, let's do this. And the two began to leave. Rose ran forward and was like, what about the giants? Can you remove your little curse thing? And since it didn't really pose any need for them, they did and left. Going back to the village, Rose actually, after being thanked by the village chief's wife, discovered that her goddess possessed said Muriel and had a little bit of a powwow meeting with her. And
it was cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. She was very nice. She gave you hugs and head pats.
Hugs.
And yeah,
Nice goodies.
then the group had a kind of celebratory party as a thank you from the Giants and gained themselves potential allies and have departed. Which, by the way, Fweck, quick question for you, buddy. Is he there?
Sandy.
Well, since you disappeared because you had prior engagements such as work, they did throw a party for all of you, and you didn't actually get. Ooh, hold on.
Ah!
Whack.
Fleck, your volume. Are we? Yay, we're good. Okay. So During the party, you actually, for once, did not get belligerently drunk, and you had an impromptu little musical duet thing going with Rose and got the party thumping, as it were. Null got hammered, proposed to one of the giants, was refused, sadly. I mean, we could have had ourselves a little D&D wedding. It would have been cute.
If you could have joined our crew.
Yeah! We could have had 2 giants.
Babies.
Oh, that would just be horrible, though, because Fleck would be just completely dishonoring Null over here. But that
Also,
being...
Fleck, we got you a bed.
Yes,
Giant.
we actually did get you a bed. They rolled for it, and the giants were like, sure, we can give you a bed. So your impromptu bedroom you took on the ship is now has a literal giant-sized bed in it, which takes up basically wall-to-wall.
Nice.
So now you have a bed that actually fits you instead of like your upper torso and your butt is kind of hanging off the bottom.
My room is bed.
Yes, your room is to bed. And yeah, so you guys, before you're getting ready to go, is there anything you wanted to ask the giants? Because you were gone, so I was like, I'm gonna, let's give them an option here.
Palsier's good. He's ready to get out of here.
I'm good.
Put some distance between him and his prior
Fleck,
teachers.
why did you roll a strength roll?
I didn't do it on purpose. So my laptop's
I think you're still muted. I can't hear him.
I can hear him.
I am.
So it's just
DJ.
you, DJ.
Your Discord dog shit.
Your Discord is dog shit.
No, my God.
Oh, but you heard that shit.
That being said, Fleck, is there anything you wanted to say or try to pursue with the giants before you all get on the ship and head on out?
I got nothing.
All right. Then on that note... Or on the Sky Highway, as it were. Which brings us to... Who was it that rolled last time? Who was it that rolled the survivor roll? Was it Fweck who did last time? No, he had stealth.
No, I think it was...
Yeah, Eric.
So the one that led us here was Fweck.
Okay.
And
well,
then
yeah, but
I rolled like trash.
Okay. But who's the one who rolled the original check for if you guys have a successful time of travel or a really bad time?
I think it was Eric.
It was Eric? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, who's Null, Rose, or Fweck? Which one of you want to roll for it?
I'll bite the bullet.
All right.
Here.
Here.
Oh. All right. Well, I see we're starting strong, guys. So I'll give it, let's say, you guys have been traveling for about a day and a half since the Giants. Everything's going well. And all of a sudden, you guys hear alarms going off on
he gets
the ship.
advantage.
Oh, true. Roll again.
Oh.
That's right. Good call on that one.
Yeah.
That's better.
Better. That is a lot better.
Okay. All right. You still hear alarm bells going off. And you hear Dargo over your little ear bud go, hey, group, I don't mean to alarm you, but we have 3 vessels headed our way. They're not the same size as ours. They look like small skiff types, but they're definitely moving towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Fire the cannons!
Palacier's
Oh.
going come over the comms and does it look like they have any weapons?
They look like they might have, each one might have a cannon on it, but they're just, it looks like small skiffs. There are 3, like I said, and they are moving direct, like this isn't there by accident. They're definitely headed towards us.
We should see if they have any stuff that might be useful.
I mean, this is you guys' vessel. I'm just piloting here.
Fire salvo.
Oh.
They're pirate. Let's party.
They're
How-
pirates.
how-
We're pirates.
How
they're
fast
coming
are they approaching?
Oh, they're
Yeah. You remember the last time we had a skiff attached to the ship? I'm pretty sure it's still attached to the fucking ship.
they're not. Well, from what I can see, they're not full tilt going. Like it doesn't look like they're trying to ram us or anything, but they're definitely trying to make some form of contact.
Okay. Parlay, that's the one.
Parsley,
That's the one.
parsley, parsnip, parsnickle.
Palacier's going to go out to the bridge of the ship.
Palicier, roll a perception roll for me.
And yeah. Parsley, parsnip.
Parlay. Yep, that's the one. Parlay.
Oh,
We need
Perception. All right, you would see that as you can see the three ships, and they are headed in your direction because they're not coming straight towards you. They're actually coming slightly off to the right of the ship, but they're definitely headed your direction. You see someone is holding up probably a mirror, and they keep shining, but based off your perception, you have no idea what message they're trying to send you.
Okay. Much interesting.
Do any of the cannon.
Palacier is
Dude.
going to shoot an Eldritch Blast into the air. Just to basically let them know that we see that they are flashing their light at us.
Okay. As they get closer, you see one of them is waving at the others, and you can hear there's a little bit. You can audibly hear someone is trying to yell, essentially, but it's not loud enough because they're still a ways off. And you see someone scurry, and you see a flare launch into the air.
They might need help. Palacier doesn't give a shit about that. But he could leverage that to potentially get shinies. Palacier is going to come over the comms and talk to Dargo.
Or more followers.
Dargo, we have a potential situation. They don't appear hostile necessarily unless they're being covert about it. They fired off a flare and they are trying to signal towards me somehow. I don't know what they're trying to communicate.
How about, do you want me to bring the ship to a halt then, if you think, because then I could come up there and I could see if maybe I could piece together, some sort of intent.
Yes. Ship, have the weapons at the ready just in case.
All right. And you hear in all of your ears collectively, yes, sir, ordering weapons online. And you hear the sound of doors open, and Dargo steps up on top and starts wandering up to the bow of the ship. Just, okay.
Are the rest of you coming?
I'm already on top.
I'm already here, bro.
Hop on pop.
I'm there.
Palacier is going to stand behind Dargo.
The mirror is still going back and forth. They are getting closer, and you can see each ship has approximately the front ship has 4 people on it. There's 4 on the one to the left, and then on the right there's actually 5 people. And Dargo, you see him, he's tapping his fingers together, and you see him, he's staring intently, and he yells over his shoulder. He's still looking ahead, going, they say they're just meaning to make contact. They are actually asking if we need help since they saw they thought it was a flare go up in the air.
Interesting. Why were they pursuing us initially?
Well, do any of you have a mirror on hand?
I have lasers.
I don't think that will help much in this.
Usually does.
I got my fists.
Signal
I have
dance.
my-
Punch dance.
I have my sword.
Oh! And Dargo holds his hand out. If I can see that, I left my weapons downstairs.
I give him my scimitar.
He holds it above his head and he starts shining it. And you see him do the same thing where he's tapping his finger, but instead of tapping against his palm, he's tapping against the blade, and he shines back again. You see it goes back and forth, and the ships are steadily getting closer. He goes, oh, they were headed our way because this is actually... they haven't seen any other airships in a while, so they were just trying to see if they could potentially do a trade with us.
Like, oh, shit.
He goes, I don't
Crazy.
think so. If they had intended us harm, they'd make a pretty big mistake considering the size of our vessel.
Quite so.
I mean,
But-
they could be
were
experienced.
signaling
He
us.
goes, but I agree with Null. I don't think they would attempt to signal us if they were trying to, nor do I think they would come on the same level. If they were really intending, I think they would have either gone higher than us or lower than us to try to sneak up.
Unless they're trying to board the vessel on friendly terms and then stab us all.
Well, they'll
Um,
leave the vessel on unfriendly
Like
terms.
this shit.
Well, I mean, we don't have to let them on immediately. We're all up here. The weapons are online. We can just wait until they get close. And if they try to jump aboard, we can go, no, no, no. And if they don't, I mean, we can communicate. Just let them pull up close enough.
All right, I'll handle this. Palsier is going to cast Minor Illusion
Uh-huh.
to form giant words over his head that says, one ship approach. It's easier than signaling with the sword.
Dargo just chucks. He's like, all right, fine. Gives the sword back to Null. Have at it. I'm going back downstairs. And he goes through the doors and heads back downstairs.
Thank you, Dargo.
Eh.
Love you.
Just stops, pauses, shakes his head, goes, and just goes back through the doors. At the note of your signal, Palsier, you see the other two ships, they kind of begin to slow their approach, and the head ship continues forward. And actually, as it gets closer, it starts to slow down, and then it turns sideways and starts moving up near. But it doesn't try, like, they don't actually try to put the ship right up against the Aether Hammer. They put it near enough where you can definitely see all four of the occupants, and they're all just kind of, they've got their hands up and they're just doing little waves like this.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of my Minor Illusion, and I am going to approach the edge of the ship where they're waving.
That would be right. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Right? Hold on. Let me say it again. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Palsier is going to wave at them.
All right. You see in front of you, you see a collection of 3 drow elves, which are all in like light clothes. It's the typical like ship crew, like leather breeches with boots, and then they've got an assortment of different just cloth shirts. They got some bandanas. The one in the front, the human, however, very garish, blonde hair, has a very thin goatee that is, it looks like he took essentially beeswax and put it into a point, and this great big mustache. And he has an eye patch. And he walks up and goes, hello, how can I help you all today?
Oh, he's evil.
Palsier is just going to take one look at his style and just go, I believe the goal was to potentially help each other.
Yes, we're actually, me and my compatriots here, we're actually traders is what we are. We're on our way from the city of Castilian. We've been traveling for a while, and normally when we're headed out there, we find other airships, but along the way we haven't seen any. And when we saw your vessel coming on the way past us, well, would have been past us, we decided to take it as a boon from the gods that maybe we have a chance to trade with you.
Rose wants to roll perception to see
Okay.
if he's being truthful.
Oh,
That's insight.
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 Go with
It's insight
insight.
and allow me, because I can stare them down.
Okay, you do that.
You should both do it.
We'll both do it.
Yeah, fuck it.
Everybody gets a turn.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody insight.
I will allow Rose to assist Fleck, and you can roll with advantage, Fleck.
Yeah, I'm basically his sidekick.
All right, good.
Giving evil eye with him.
All right. Well, while you guys stare this guy down, he doesn't even falter.
say that.
He kind of raises his eye a little bit, but from what you can tell, this guy there is no intent whatsoever. Just seems like this just
Looking at
overly friendly man.
Okay.
Okay.
So Rose is like, what you got?
Oh.
Yeah, what you got?
Well, as long as you're not opposed, my fellows over here, my crewmates, if you're not opposed to me stepping on board, they'll stay behind if it makes you more comfortable. That way I don't have to keep yelling, because he's been yelling back and forth, because you guys are about, 15 feet away from each other, because he didn't pull right up beside the ship.
Oh. Palliser, what do you think? You okay with just him coming to board?
Absolutely.
All right. I'm cool.
He
with it.
kind of waves his hand and then does this really deep bow, and you notice as he bows, from the big hat he's been wearing, there's this giant purple feather that's been hanging down behind him. You didn't see at first, and it kind of flops forward, and as he raises back up, it flops back behind him, so it disappears behind him again. And he goes, thank you very much. And he goes over, waves his crew members. They actually go to the back of the ship. They mess with some of the instruments, and it moves beside. And they move kind of a little gangplank over, and he motions to the others, just stay back there. And he gets up and he walks over. And now you have this very, very garish human very happily just standing there and smiling at you all.
Yeah,
Where
Rose
is
is
he?
going to go, I
Right
like
here.
him.
Thank
Palliser's
you.
like, you would.
Thank you, my lady. By the way, my name is Atmos. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
At most.
At most?
Yes.
Most.
At most, the best trader you're going to find this way.
Ha ha ha! Get out.
What about at least?
He looks up at you, Fleck, and he just smiles again. He's like, oh, that's not very friendly.
No, Fleck actually found it funny.
Yeah, Rose would
That was
too,
off character.
but I do not.
Palliser's like,
That was out of character for me.
so Palliser is going to offer him a drink from our stores while we discuss business.
Oh, thank you, my good man. Is it okay if I sit anywhere? The steps over there, or do you just want to plop down here?
Doesn't matter to us.
Okay, and
you would prefer to stay above deck. so
He
you're
reaches into, you realize as he's reaching his hand into a bag and he pulls an entire stool out of it, he's holding a bag of holding on his waist. And he pulls out a little folding chair, and he starts pulling out, he just pulls out all this stuff, like, he pulls out silver goblets, and he pulls out plates, and then he pulls out just random food and just pop, and he forms this nice little spread for you all, just like right there in the center.
Palliser is chuckling. He's got a kick out of this. He's like, oh, okay, all right.
Seeing your reaction, he goes, aha, see, I knew you were a man of good taste. I always have a way to wheel and deal, as it were. What kind of trader would I be if I wasn't, on the road and I couldn't show my various, wares to everybody?
Mm-hmm.
You are quite the salesman, for sure.
So what are you all looking in the neighborhood for? We have some on one of the ships back there. We keep our weaponry, as far as we have swords, we have staves, a couple of daggers, arrows, bows, some other armaments. On the other ship that was hanging back, that's more of our some of our material goods as far as food, like spices, stores, alcohol, if that is your taste. And then the ship that's currently docked up beside you, that's where we get more into textiles. We have building materials on there.
Interesting.
Do you have any armor? Magical, maybe?
We've got some stuff we might be willing to part with. Of course, if the coin is good or you have items of similar worth, you can trade with us.
Mm.
Actually, I believe I recorded our take from helping out the giants because they gave us cash monies.
Cash monies!
How much did we get, by the way?
Palisier is currently carrying 268 gold.
Okay.
And we have lots and lots of shiny items to trade. We have sapphire ruby goblet, 3 gold rings, 3 silver necklaces, a gold necklace. We had an insignia bracelet that was stolen by a ghost.
You're really salty about this, aren't you?
Among other things. Palisier is actually going to be kind of looking through his bag, and then he's going
We
to
also
stop.
have a masterpiece of a painting.
Oh, God, right. Yeah, we do.
I
Palisier
still have a barrel. I still have a full barrel of unprocessed ether. Or aether.
That's true. You do. You do
Oh,
have
shit.
that.
A barrel.
Palisier would not remember that.
So
after
what are
all
you
the
guys?
shenanigans
I'm
that happened.
so glad you kept track of that. Ooh, this gives me a little bit more here. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to this now.
So
All right,
Palisier is going to set the golden
Before
ruby
he wasn't.
goblet.
He didn't give a shit.
Palisier is going to set the golden ruby goblet on the table, and he's going to say, "We have a limited amount of coin, but we do have coin. Most of the items that we have, however, are quite valuable, as you can see. And we were actually looking for a good place to either trade or sell them. We just haven't come to such a place yet."
Well, I think I can. I find myself doing pretty thorough business, as you can tell by the items I keep with me, and I feel like I offer, reasonable prices and exchanges. I don't try to, screw anyone over, because how do you keep good business if you're just pulling one over on all of your customer base? It's a horrible business practice.
Quite so.
So, what are you offering? Is it just the wares you put in front of me, or do you have more you're interested in trying to put up? Because if this is it, I mean, I can make a couple of counter offers based on this.
No, we have more. We're just curious as to exactly what you have to offer, and then we'll let you know what we've got. We still, and don't take this the wrong way, we don't necessarily trust you.
Well, and I mean, I understand that. I'm just a roving man with a crew. I do get the... I was hoping the fact that we're smaller ships, which I did take into account when I did this whole traveling thing I do. I find it's easier and it's less likely I lose everything if someone invades when, you have 3 different ships that can run off in separate directions.
And they're smaller and less threatening, so you
Correct.
have a higher chance of coming across customers. It's smart.
He snaps his fingers and goes, yes. So, that being said, I know one of you, and he points at Rose. He goes, yes, the lovely redhead over there, and he winks at her and goes, armor, correct?
Yes.
Do you have a preference? Do you prefer something lighter, a little bit more mobile? Do you prefer heavier and more protective? I'm just not sure what you're looking for.
I need something heavier. Right now, I just have this chainmail.
She likes them thick.
Like stick.
Does Palisier actually say that?
No.
I got very, very sad when you said that. I was like, please no. Well, when you say that, you see him. He scratches his chin. It gets unnerving that he keeps stroking this freaking goatee that he's got. But he sits there and he goes, well, actually, I do have a couple things. I have a couple of shields on hand. I've got 2 suits of splint mail. I have 1 suit of plate mail. It is full plate. I'm not sure how you feel about wearing something so bulky. But that's definitely available. And then if you were looking for something a little bit more interesting as far as armor goes, I do have a pair of pauldrons you might be interested in. Which pauldrons are they're like shoulder armor. He goes, when you wear these, it actually increases your reflexes as far as if someone's firing ammo at you, like if they were to raise a gun or shoot an arrow at you. And for layman's terms, after explaining more in detail, what it equates to is if someone were to fire a projectile weapon at you or throw like a knife at you, you actually, while you're wearing these, get +1 to your AC. And they don't count to, you can basically just add them to whatever armor you're wearing.
That's awesome.
Yes. So, yeah. It doesn't work against magic. However, it is against, like, if someone were, like you said, a gun, or if someone shot a bow at you or something. So if it's, like, a spell, that won't help. If it's magical ammunition, I will allow it to still, because it's still a projectile. That's not, like, a spell. So that's what he has as far as the armor is considered.
What are the
I would say go for the plate mail and the pauldrons if we can afford it.
Yeah. What
Well, the splint mail is 17 AC and it's 200 gold. Plate mail without talking him down is 1500 gold.
Yeah, plate mail's expensive.
But that's because it's 18 AC. But if you spend, 1300 less, you get 1 less AC if you don't have something comparable anyway. So you have to weigh the odds on this.
That's all the gold I have.
Okay. So,
Like I said, you can also try
just gonna look at you.
You can also try to barter with them too. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
And we have things to trade.
That's true. You
Would
do.
you-
Well, I mean, I would really love the plate mail. I'd hate to be out there, defending myself and be so vulnerable.
Roll a persuasion
Well,
roll. I like
I
that.
was gonna ask.
I'm gonna allow, based on what you just said, I want you to persuasion roll this man.
I can't help you with that. I'm not,
Okay.
He chuckles and goes, I can appreciate that, but the fact that you're asking about this makes me think that
It's like-
you're...
Does she have gifted?
Wait, do I have
She does not have gifted.
Ah.
she like sachets over and tries to wink with both eyes.
Did you just fucking blink at me?
get a little stutter in there?
Palacier's just laughing. He's
Do any of you remember the remake of Jumanji?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where she's
yeah.
trying to dance and be sexy? Anywho,
Exactly
yeah, no,
right.
he at most looks at you and goes, I can appreciate it, but I see what you're trying to do there. But no, I don't think I would be I think I would have to ask for this full price on this. This is a very, well-made piece of armor, and it is quite costly.
I definitely understand. Palacier's just going to cut into your bullshit. And
Cut into your bullshit.
I completely understand. You are, of course, a man of business, and you wouldn't be making money if you sold everything at cost. So I would be looking to potentially barter. I'm not sure that we have the gold to afford such an item, and if we did, we'd be probably spending most of what we have, if not all of it. However, and Palacier is going to start pulling out random shit from his pack. Pulling out random shit. He's going to set down the Sapphire Ruby Goblet is already out there. He's going to set down the 3 gold rings, the 3 silver necklaces, and the golden necklace. And you see him kind of reach back into his bag for a split second, and then he kind of looks and then just pulls his hand back out empty.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me real quick.
Okay. He wasn't trying to hide it
Well,
necessarily.
no, I'm just trying to see if this would be like noted.
Palacier's very dexterous.
He doesn't notice it though. He
Okay.
sees you. It's more of he probably thought you're like and just you stop there. He's gonna look at everything, and go, all right, well, this is fairly close. I want you to make a persuasion check real quick, Eric. I'm gonna actually roll this against and see. Oh, you might have a good chance at this then.
Rose, squeeze your titties together.
Falls over.
Swazion.
Okay. All right. He looks at you.
I'm gonna re-roll that just in case I can get something better, because that is a trash roll for me. I'm gonna spend a gifted.
Okay.
Oh,
Damn!
can't get no better than that.
He looks at this. He goes. He sits there and he taps his chin and he goes, you know, I feel like I might end up taking a bit of a loss on this, but those are kind of specialty items, and yeah, I think I'd be willing to, because with my contacts back at Castellian, I think I could hold on to those, and I might be able to make a little bit of a profit off of it. So yeah, I'll make that deal with you.
It's all about finding the right buyer.
Could probably offload it on some rich folks, say just from, the Underdark.
He taps his hat at you and goes, yes, sir. He goes, do we shake on it?
Palliser doesn't like touching people, but he's going to turn to Rose. It's your armor.
Also,
Okay.
anybody else need anything? That's one thing. I could also offer some healing if anybody on your ships needs it.
He sits there, he goes, not so much healing,
Oh boy.
but I have an idea then. Have you all ever been to Castellian at all?
No.
No.
I'm not sure if Palliser would have been to Castellian or not. Do you want me to roll for that? Because I kind of feel like rolling for that.
Yeah, go for it.
What would you like me to roll?
History. Go for history. You would know of Castellian, but you wouldn't have actually visited. It's more of just you've traveled through and you've read up on it because you've been on the continent, and it is the center point of all of the royalty and everything. It is the main capital of the entire continent. So yeah, you would have definitely done research and heard a lot about it, but you yourself have not been there yet.
I'm going to tell him exactly that. I have read a great deal about Castellian and heard rumors and tales told, and I've met people from there, but I have never been myself.
He goes, how about this? A couple of my men have been, we're all very wary. If there's any type of healing that you could do, how about this? If you're willing to help them, I'll do an exchange of information.
Go on.
I can tell you about the inner workings and some of the people you might be interested in meeting when you go there.
That could be very useful.
It's up to you.
If none of you are very familiar with the city, it's definitely a helping hand.
Okay, as she
Oh, God.
pushes Palliser out of the way, you got a deal.
He goes ahead, slaps his hand in the ears. He goes, "Thank you, lady." And he goes, "All right, so, before I continue on into about Castellian itself, is there any other deals, any other questions you have that you might be interested in?"
You guys got a quarterstaff?
A quarterstaff? Oh, we have several quarterstaffs. Are you looking for anything in particular? Something a little bit more fancy, or do you just want a standard quarterstaff?
I think he was looking for something his size.
We shook on
Yeah.
it.
Something with a little chunk behind it.
He looks up at you and goes, "My friend, we can modify something for you."
We have chunk modification.
Shove two of them together. They just give you a tree.
Just give me a tree. I'm swinging the tree.
He does tell you that there is a weapon, a +1 staff for sale.
Ooh.
A quarterstaff.
Money.
What's the going price on that?
Expensive.
That's what I'm finding out for sure. I could just warrant a guess, but that's going to be rough.
It's a fucking stick.
It's a
He's a
magical
big,
stick.
big magical stick for
It's
flag.
a very, very big magical
I'm talking
stick.
Teddy Roosevelt qualities.
Did you say
A
Teddy
quarterstaff
Roosevelt?
would be like a wand
Teddy
for flex.
Roosevelt.
I would say it's going to be listed at 112 gold is how much it's going to be.
Oh, that's doable. Alakazooda. I'm just picturing Fleck with a standard quarterstaff because it's so small for him, just holding it like a wand, just going alakazoo, bippity boppity boo.
I'm like flicking people with it.
Yep, just whacking people on the head with it.
He looks up at you and goes, "My rather large friend, are you interested?"
I am interested.
All right. Oh, and by the way, while this is going on, you hear Dargo in the background go, wait, I'll be there in a minute.
Dargo wishes to shop.
Dargo comes up, and you see he's got a bag in his hand as he comes up, a small little leather pouch. Hold on. By the way, before we left, I meant to give this to you all, but it's been a little bit busy. And he puts on in front of the party, he goes, "The Adventurers Guild sent this over to us before we left."
Ah!
Oh,
Excellent.
They
What?
fucking tame.
And inside,
What?
there is a total of 300 gold and then a ring of frost resistance, which gives you
Ooh.
ice resistance, or a cold resistance, sorry.
Hmm.
We splitting that 3 ways.
Palasier is going to turn to Dargo and just, well, punctual as always, I suppose.
He goes, "Well, I was listening on the comm. I wanted to make sure everything was on the up and up."
Quite so.
Mhm.
True.
Dargo's not
Right.
a dumb person.
No,
He's not.
no, he's not.
Level 6 fireball.
From a
I remember.
yeah, I think it was from a necklace or a ring or something that he
It was
cast it.
definitely a necklace.
Meh.
So Palasier is going to get very close to Dargo, closer than Palasier would normally get to anyone. So Dargo would probably notice that.
Well, and you have to
That's
remember,
odd.
Dargo doesn't really like Palasier that much.
No,
He
Mhm.
does not trust you at all, and he's just like, he's leaning his head back. He isn't stepping back because he's not afraid of you, but he's leaning his head back like, what?
Palasier is going to pull out the scroll that we couldn't identify in the manor and hand it to him without showing it to anybody else, and just, if you could figure out what the hell this is, it would be helpful.
You see him, he looks at you, he kind of takes his hand. Let me go ahead. Oh, wow, holy crap, this actually worked on that roll. And you see him as he puts his hand over yours, he raises his hand back, and the scroll is just gone. And he winks his eye at you and goes,
That's called
"I've got this,"
calming.
and walks away.
That's
Palasier
called
just
calming. It's very hard. To
He's a man
well.
of many talents, man. You guys have quite the interesting individual that's been on your ship this entire time.
he could have run us through the fucking ringer like 400 times over.
Oh, yeah.
We'd never know. We would never
He
ever know.
sat me down with his hand.
Yes, he did. He definitely sat your ass down.
Sit.
No one sits baby in the corner.
So anyways, Atmos has just been sitting there, and he's got his eyebrows raised, and he's just kind of just sitting there smiling like he's been doing. He's not stroking his goatee anymore. He's just has both his hands on the table like, can we continue?
Palasier's going to turn back around. Just, yes, we can.
Alrighty
You were bartering
then.
for a quarterstaff, were you not, Fweck?
I was.
All right. Well, if you've got 112 gold or something of equal value, I'd be willing to trade for it as well.
Well, I'm gonna pull out the barrel of unprocessed ether
What the fuck?
and just set it down. I'm not gonna open it.
Okay.
Pulling it out.
Palasier just looks
Okay.
at you like, oh shit, I remember what that is. And he just, yes, that. We have something of particular value that we are potentially wanting to offload.
Atmos looks at you, goes, "What is it? Wine? Is it some sort of
I
grain?"
think we would want to save that for the city there.
A bit
No.
late now, isn't it?
It's gonna.
We can at least tell him what it is and then potentially get a deal for it. But it is
My
Palasier is
Discord
going
pooped the bed.
to describe to him exactly what it is and not tell him where it came from.
The
Roll-
city that's
Roll an insight check real quick.
Oh boy, he's gonna have some raised eyebrows.
You don't really notice a difference from Atmos, but the usual smile he has, you see it doesn't go away completely, but it significantly lowers at the corner of his mouth. And he goes, I don't have the means of being able to pay for what you've got there. That is quite the item. On that
Just
note,
having the toughest.
I think it's about time for me to part my ways.
Well, as long as we get our quarterstaff and plate armor.
Oh, the smile fully returns to his face. Of course. A deal is a deal. I shook on it after all, and I will give you the information before I go. Provided, of course, your friend over there actually does what she says and heals my men.
Of course.
All right. You actually.
So, my Discord was cutting in and out during that whole conversation. What the fuck happened?
Oh shit. He doesn't have enough to trade or give us for that. And he's showing some sort of emotion that Palliser didn't catch.
Okay.
But he's like, I'm going to leave, basically, is what he just said.
May I try to
Is it
see
terror?
what he's...
Yeah, you guys should probably all roll
Betrayal.
insight. You're all watching this happen.
Yeah.
Roll inside them.
I get
Nope.
to roll with advantage.
Nal is picking his nose.
Yes.
No, you know
I activate
nothing.
stare down.
Damn, Fleck.
Fleck, you notice that there is definitely a bit of hesitation the moment the words aether, and that it's a barrel
Liquid.
of aether.
Liquid.
Extreme hesitation has just
That
come over this
hard.
man.
You basically probably just said, you're like, hey, this is rocket fuel, and just slammed it down on the desk, and he's like, oh, okay, I am leaving.
We gotta bounce. Y'all are the wrong people.
No, when you start piping up about trading, he goes, no, we're done today. I'm after she collects and does her side, and I give the information. I'm going to go at that point. It has been a pleasure. Don't get me wrong, but you are some much more interesting travelers than I normally expect to find.
Yo, he thinks we're terrorists.
Palliser's just like, well, you're not wrong about that. But we mean
pulled
no
yellow
ill will,
cake out of a fucking
and
backpack.
we are very appreciative.
All right. Well, Rose, he explains that if you head over there, his men will also help bring the items in question back over to you after you finish what you're doing. And now I'm grabbing my notes, and I'm going to explain some stuff about the city of Castilian.
Okay.
Yay.
Oh, we're
He's like, no,
we're
don't grab
entering
it
the airspace.
It's a trap.
No. I'm not grabbing the notebook because terrible things are occurring. No, I'm grabbing it because I have a lot of information and I have to go over it, all right? Remember, this is the Empire City. This isn't just a royal family in a castle. This is
where all the people are.
massive.
All the people that. Okay.
So,
Folks.
Atmos goes on to describe about how the city is actually at the epicenter of it is the main city council, which is also the Empire Council. It exists with the head of the royal family, which are actually like the custodians of the city itself. And then there's several representatives that come and go, but they are from representatives from the Dragonfolk, the Drow, the Dwarves, the Aesir, the Ganassi, and the Warforged. The head of the city itself is an older high elf named Aemon and his wife Victoria, who is a half elf. They have 3 children named Arthur, who is the head of the royal guard, his second son Hestel, and their daughter Alice, and they're of what's called the Menagerie family. They have been a part of the city for generations. It's just family after family. And him and his wife, the reason that they are married outside of the normal union of High Elf and High Elf is because it was part of an alliance between the humans and the High Elves. So that's what the family is.
They gave him a half-breed.
The other representatives, the Dragon Folk, is from the House of Aramath, and they are actually, when I say the representatives, these are like the bigwigs of each of the different races. Like, Aramath House is the head of the Royal Dragons. This is actually the Dragon Folk, and the dragons themselves live in these floating cities. Like, they're all ancient dragons. There's an ancient dragon that lives in each Dragon Folk city, and they just come and go as they please. House Baruch is the Drow Elves. They send a matriarch of a major house from the Underdark every couple of years. The dwarves are called the Jekt House. Gael is the Asimir. Hallel is the Ganassi, and they always go in threes. There's a fire, a air, and a water. The Earth Ganassis just don't go because they don't like associating with the other races. They're very reclusive. And then the Warforged are from the House Starsaber, and they are from they're actually sent from the very surface of actually Perseus. So they're from the homeland of the Warforged. So, yes, thank you.
You said the Drow house was Housebrook? Or Holzbrook?
Baruch. Baruch is... Baruch.
Hebrew?
Baruch.
It's a word. It is a Hebrew word if you want to use it. Outside of the royal family and all of that, you have a couple major guilds. You have the Artisans Guild, which currently, he explains, they're a pair of twins that are the head of it. It's a male gnome and a female gnome. The Pleasure District is ran by an Air Ganassi named Castiel. Who, when he says this, he raises his eyebrows and looks at you specifically, Palantir. He goes, he is a very informative and very well-informed individual. If you're looking for information about some odd jobs that may not be on the up and up, he's your go-to, especially if you're looking for some high-dollar items.
Because he pulled out a barrel of fucking bomb-making shit.
There's the Merchant's Quarter, which is currently a human female who's running it. There is the Army Barracks, which is an entire section of the city, and it's ran by an orc named General Haxus. And then there's the Religious and the Magister's Keep, which are kind of set at opposite ends of the city. So,
Good reason.
Yeah. And then there's
my notes for later.
There's a very large collective of various homes. You have the agriculture districts, but those are more of just they operate within these major business districts, is what it is. So, and he does list. Because this is a lot of names. I will. If you have a question, you can throw it at me, and I'll be like, "Yes, you remember from your conversation with Atmos," and I'll throw the name out. That's why I'm keeping, because, like I said, huge city, lots of people, lots of leaders. And
Palantir had a question.
Okay. Atmos goes, go ahead.
Palantir is going to look up, like he's trying to figure out the best way to word this. From your reaction to what my large friend just slammed on the table, I'm going to assume finding a buyer for this might be difficult, dangerous, among other things. If I'm looking
Illegal.
If I am looking to potentially sell this or trade it or
when you start saying about how to sell it, you do see he doesn't even bother hiding it. He's raising his eyebrows very high and he's just staring at you.
If I'm trying to,
He kind of puts his finger up and goes, "You've never done this before, have you?"
Yo, he dead ass thinks we're arms dealers.
No, we have not. We came across this completely by accident.
His jaw, like, it almost drops, and then he goes,
Fucking how?
"There are some stories it's better left unsaid. How about we leave it at that? I don't want to get tied into whatever you've got going on with that."
You people have going
No,
on.
you don't. Palliser just, well,
As you're
Fair
saying
enough.
this, you see Cadmus is standing behind him, and he's just kind of looking at him. No one else is noticing Cadmus except you guys who have originally seen him.
we're all just looking up at Cadmus, and he
And
just,
you see when that happens, Atmos kind of looks around. He's like, "What is? I don't know what you're talking about."
I was about to ask if they could see him anyway.
No, no one.
complicated.
The only ones
No.
who have noticed have been the original crew.
Palliser is going to let him know that if the men want to be healed, we don't want to just send our lone female over there to the ships by herself. If they want to pull the ships closer, we can finish our business with the armor and the quarterstaff, and she can heal each ship as it comes.
Not that I can't handle myself.
He goes, "Okay," and then you see him. He walks over the edge. He yells to his men. You see them. They start pulling up mirrors, and you see them doing the signal again. And you see the other ships start resume moving. They're not like rushing forward. They're just slowly moving towards.
Pardon.
Hit push.
Palliser is going to kind of turn to him, and then he's going to wink and just say, "Sorry for any concern we may have caused."
He goes, "No concern, no concern. Just
Put
as
that thing back where it
as
came from.
much
It'll still help.
detail as you can keep to yourself would be appreciated. The less I know, you know what they say about loose lips.
Plausible
We've
deniability.
never even met. Don't
Ah.
worry about it.
It would be very hard for me to forget about you all, but as far as anything else, my silence is guaranteed. You'd made good business, and everything's been pleasant, so I have nothing to worry about as far as that's concerned."
Baller.
Yay, play now!
All right, let's get this trade going.
All right.
You fool. You fool.
So you guys have exchanged the various items you talked about, Eric, and you have gained 4 rows, which you can go ahead and put into your equipment, a full suit of plate mail, and a +1 quarterstaff for old Fleck over here.
Woo!
And on that note, is there anything else you would like to say before they head on their merry way?
Oh, hope to see you in the city.
He chuckles. He goes,
He's in there.
"Yeah." And they proceed to get loaded up and get ready to head out.
So, Danny, you are still going to have the chainmail on you. Do you want to? Well, he's done trading, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
he's very much done with you all at this point.
He thinks we're fucking terrorists.
They say C's 20 now. Get juiced.
Tanking it.
All right, Palliser is going to have to remove lots of random bullshit from his inventory.
Yes, he will. But you also gained random bullshit because remember, you also had received that ring of cold resistance, which I am very curious who's actually going to put that on.
Palliser doesn't like being cold, but if anybody wants it, they are more than welcome to it.
I don't know. Maybe
Does
your tank potentially could use something. Maybe.
Does it require attunement?
This item would not require attunement.
So who? Fleck or?
Well,
Would it fit
you're
on
the
my
tank.
finger?
These items can adjust size accordingly to you all.
Okay.
Well, Rose, you're the tank technically. I mean, with a AC of 18.
20.
It's 20 now.
20.
Oh, Jesus. Freaking Christ.
She thick! It is literally double Palliser's armor class. Yeah, do you want the ring?
Sure.
Ask him for the ring.
Ask
I didn't
Palliser.
mean to do
Yeah.
that. My bad.
Palliser.
With,
In order
Palliser hands the ring out to Rose, and Fleck goes, "Mine!" And smacks it.
Yoink, bitch! Cordy's attack. Oh boy.
So Atmos goes ahead and he pulls off, and him and his 3 ships head back on the original path they were following, which was actually where they tilted off to the left and headed out. So
Palliser, as Atmos is leaving, is just going to say, "Safe travels to you, good sir."
thank you, and he actually takes his hat off and he waves it and then does this very deep bow and then puts it back on his head, and the feather continues to flip around while he's doing this.
So does
Wait, come back! I want the hat.
Too late, he's gone.
No! It was a +6 hat of wearing.
Damn it!
So does Fleck have the ring?
No.
No, I was joking about that. You actually have. Yeah, no,
I didn't actually mean to flick that. I was trying to.
No, I
edit
just saw that it was like, I'm going to have him swing at Palliser's hand. This is going to be great.
No!
All right. Well, then Rose is going to say, in order to protect you properly, I could probably use that ring.
Palliser just turns to you and just, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did we not give you enough? We took everything out of my bag to trade for some nice shiny new armor for you, but that's not good enough. I see."
Did not intend to.
Fleck is confused and itching his head because he's like, Palliser's being nice.
No, Palliser is being smart.
Doing me a heckin' confuse.
Well,
Palliser,
if you want to continue to hide behind Fleck, that's fine. That's your choice.
Palliser is not going to break eye contact, and he's just going to hold out the ring for Fleck.
Hey, that's...
Awesome.
Hey, Fleck. I'll give
Hey,
you
buddy.
200 gold for it.
Do I?
Oh, now we have a trading battle going on.
Hold up.
Well, he's already
We have a
given
what?
it to Fleck.
What'd you say?
She's offering you 100 gold for the ring.
200.
Oh, 200
What?
gold.
I thought you said 200.
I did say
Oh.
200.
Oh,
Yeah.
200. Sorry, I
I'm
heard
offering
100.
Fleck if he's the one that has the ring now. Because you just held it out to him.
Oh,
Did
Fleck.
Fleck take the ring?
Or is Palliser just holding it out to Fleck, and Rose is like,
Fleck's taking the ring!
all right, well,
Fleck has the ring.
Well, I'm holding.
And
I'm
then
holding the money out, but-
trading it to Rose for 200 gold.
all right, Rose, take 200 gold out of your equipment, and Fleck, add 200 gold to your equipment.
So I can stop
Yes,
I don't know.
baby.
Rose.
Awesome.
It's 200.
Fantastic.
And then I'm gonna look at Palliser.
Look at you just, I don't need it. I end up taking most of the money for this group anyway. And he's going to look at Null and wink. And he is going to say, "You do owe us, however.
I am well aware. But you don't need to get
And
finicky.
it's not just me."
I'm well aware. And I tend to...
Oh, the statement was not for you. I know you're not an idiot. And he's going to turn to Null and Fleck and just glare.
What is it called?
Fucker.
Ring of cold resistance.
So, guys, Atmos is headed on his way, and the ship has resumed moving towards the Empire. And on that note, whose turn is it to roll?
Oh, boy.
What are we rolling?
We already
Rolling.
did my roll. We already did...
Can I cast
My roll.
Druidcraft to see what the weather's gonna be like?
So, I mean, you can go ahead.
I'm gonna do it.
I keep forgetting you have that. It's kind of pointless right now, but I mean, sure.
Druidcraft.
Actually, it might
I
not be
can't
pointless. I mean, someone's about to roll.
Damn it, I didn't actually want to click it, you bitch.
Are you whispering
Whatever.
to the spirits of nature?
Because I want to know what the fucking weather is for the next 24 hours.
You just get like the shitty spirit weatherman. 40% chance of rain. We have a cold front.
You have a cloud, a tiny cloud appears, and it starts raining on your forehead.
That's
Oh.
behaving today.
Oh,
Little tiny lightning bolt. Yeah.
So, who's going to roll? If we've only got 2 people.
Do it. I want to do it.
Rose is rolling.
Roll for survival.
First of all, click that.
Advantage. At advantage.
Those.
At
Cool.
advantage.
Go up to the journal.
Don't forget advantage.
Advantage. Right.
Click advantage.
Survival.
I mean, you can try to wing it and go, balls first into the situation.
Do
but
not
Survival.
ever try to wing
It's in
shit.
alphabetical order. You get +3 to it, so that's nice.
Only wing we do around here is Wing Chun. Am I right?
Okay.
But
Right,
ain't.
fuck up.
Good thing we have advantage. You rolled like trash.
True.
All right, you guys have continued on. It has been about a week at this point, and based on what, yes, a week, and based on what Phileas was saying, you guys have only about 3 more days, and you'll be at the Empire City. So, at that point, they continue to bustle around. Everybody is kind of bored because you guys haven't really seen anything. It's just been very cloudy and it's been raining, much like Fweck had happened to him earlier. And it's been that way for the remainder of the time you've been flying. The clouds are starting to part and you're getting a little bit of sunshine. So it's a nice day. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbow. No. Which brings us to our next check, which... Who is it? Is it Fweck who has such a great time with this?
Before that,
Fweck is the last
Palisier is going to want to check with Dargo to see if he's made any progress figuring out what that scroll does.
All right. The scroll that Dargo has come across, he's going to look at it.
We rolled a bomb-ass survival roll last time, thank you. It's the whole reason we met the Giants.
Oh, wait. You did roll. Okay.
Yes, he did.
Who was
Null
the
is
one?
the only one that
Null is the one. I thought, okay, there we go.
Okay.
That's right, because I was like, oh, Fweck rolled. He's going to have giants.
Rainbows, lollipop.
And while you're
I didn't
talking...
do it.
Not you.
I did that. While you're talking to Dargo, he goes, I've tried. I can tell it is definitely a magical scroll, but he goes, this isn't really within my realm of... I tried my best, but I can't tell you what it is.
Oh,
I
no.
did my best.
I have no problem with you. Thank you very much for attempting. I mostly wanted to know if we could potentially trade it at the time, but then he gave up on the trade, so I didn't ask about it. And Palisier is going to activate his Eldritch Sight to get a better idea of what it is.
This would be a scroll of illusion magic.
Ooh. Is it a major, minor illusion scroll, or...
You cannot tell.
Interesting.
Just know it's blue.
It is.
Wait, is the scroll an illusion itself, or
No,
is it a scroll
it
of
is
illusion?
the spell is
Big-ass
illusion.
Scroll.
As you do this, you see through the scroll and it disappears out of your hands. No,
Son of a bitch!
so illusionary scroll of illusions. Yes, that's
Illusory
one.
Scroll of illusion.
So that brings us to Null. Are you going to do good with your party, or is it going to be a bad time for everybody?
Oh, am I rolling for survival?
Yes, you are, because it is your turn, old buddy, old
With
pal.
advantage. With advantage.
Yeah.
With advantage.
God damn! What kind of dog shit is this?
I'll use my gifted.
Gifted will
trait.
not work on these rolls, however.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
So yeah, no, this is one of those world event things that no, you're sorry, it's affecting all of you, not just like one party
Me.
member. Yeah, so.
But
Alright.
you gotta admit that's pretty damn lucky, to get the same number.
Not for what I rolled. It's not lucky at all.
Mm.
Okay, so now I actually am grabbing my notes for something bad. Sorry. Oh,
Well, looks like
okay.
we're gonna get some exercise.
As you guys are going through the sky, once again, alarm bells go off. And Dargo, once again, goes, guys, I need y'all to get to battle stations ASAP.
Palacier's going to come over the comms and just ship ready weapons if you haven't already. Palacier's going to go out to get a better look.
I leave my puppet in bed and come to the top of the deck.
I've been up here the whole time.
Fleck, roll me a perception roll then.
Swang. I did not mean to roll with advantage. My B.
But I mean, either.
I mean, I did great regardless, but.
Oops.
Alrighty then.
Battle stations. What are battle stations?
Palacier's like, we don't really have established battle stations. It's just, it's a figure of speech. Get ready.
Just to get ready for a fight.
Okay, hold on a second. I do need.
Box them out.
Okay, well, Fleck, thankfully, yeah, it's not nighttime, so luckily you're good on this then. All right, so as you see coming out, you see 4 flying creatures moving very quickly towards the ship. They
Are
are
they coming from the direction we're moving?
Yes, they are coming from the front of the ship, and they are headed straight to you.
Activate windshield shield.
Windshield
They
shield.
splat
Activate
like
the illusory scroll of illusions.
of illusion.
I'm just gonna point and go, oh look, they're buddies.
Palacier, just go hug one.
They are darkish. It's like this muddy red color, and they look almost like dragons. Not quite, but they look very similar to dragons, and they are bum rushing the hell out of the ship right now.
Would they be intelligent like dragons?
I'm gonna roll history to see what I know about it, and you should probably do the same,
Yep.
Danis.
I'll do that.
Rainbows, lollipops.
And
God. Ugh.
Nope.
And pissed off dragon-like insect thingies.
you're not even sure what those are. You're just like, oh, that's probably not good.
What the fuck is that?
You're like, that doesn't look good
That's
at all.
bad. That's bad.
Damn,
All right.
that thing's ugly.
They are very much flying towards you.
I'm gonna throw a dart
Oh,
at
you
him.
saw an advantage.
Oh.
Well, we all rolled single digits, so that's good.
So they look like dragons. Rose is gonna try and at least talk out to them incoming in Draconic.
Well, the only problem is, where are you in location, and they still haven't gotten to the ship yet. They are flying to the air towards the ship. They're probably still a good, 50 feet from the ship right now.
Oh, okay.
They're moving quick! But-
Palacier is going to come over the comms to Dargo. Any chance these things are friendly?
He goes, no, I don't think they are.
Ship, open fire.
All right.
Fire salvo.
Let's see here.
Fire salvo.
Thanks. The ship fires 2 blasts, which the blasts look like small fireballs out of these little cannons off on the sides. And one of the blasts does hit one of the smaller winged creatures, and it doesn't knock it down. It just you hear it roar when it gets hit.
Roar?
Yes, it
not-
roars.
Fucking
Not
ow!
how it roar.
How far out are these things?
At this point, after those shots, they've closed the distance. How far do they? Oh God.
I'm trying
Oh
to see
yeah,
if Palacier
they're
can launch an Eldritch Blast.
at
before
this
they get
point they have made it to the ship.
Okay.
I didn't take into account how quickly these things fly until I looked at my notes. Yeah, no, they're definitely at the ship, and they're on the ship at this point.
Well, Palacier is. We were also moving towards them, so
Yeah.
that's not.
Well, not even counting
Rose-
that.
Rose is gonna move in front of Palacier.
It's so cool out.
And a little bit.
Ow!
Go on.
I will allow each of you to take one action before I have you roll initiative, since you guys did see these things coming.
One action or a whole turn?
One action, you say?
Well, one, if you want, one turn, sorry, because they are aware of you, but they are moving straight at you, so it's up to you at this point what you're doing. They've made it at their current positions on the ship.
I called my puppet to me.
All right. I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. Where is your puppet? I thought I put it on the ship. Did I not put it on the
Still
ship?
in purgatory.
It's not in the room.
Okay. Let me go ahead and go grab it.
Puppet is MIA.
The puppet is MIA. There it is. Okay.
Can I yell at not yell, but trying to talk to them? What can we do for you friends?
You just shot one of them.
You did?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, it got
Yeah,
shot
we're
by
not-
a cannon.
We're not
Never
friends anymore.
I'm
right.
just thinking.
No, when you call it, does it come? Where does it come to you? Is your puppet
Within-
beside you?
Yeah, within 5 spaces. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, yeah, Roses, are you doing anything else?
I'm just in front of Palisier since he's a flimsy boy.
Do you want to use your action in your turn to try to actually talk with it, or
Totally should. You might as well.
All right, yeah.
Unless you want to cast a spell of some kind.
you can either cast a spell or you can actually try to have a nice persuasive talk with it,
Okay.
one or the other.
That was simply a warning shot. What can we do to de-escalate?
Roll a persuasion.
Not on your phone.
Right. I'm used to playing.
Not on your phone.
Just do it. Do the thing. So you are right now under you. So that's good.
Okay.
Hold down.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Jeez.
Ooh,
What?
money.
In Draconic.
It roars at you.
Yeah.
They all roar in
Bark.
unison, in fact.
It's that bark.
Is it roar like talk?
No, there's no talk.
Palisier just sees Dory trying to speak whale and fucking Rose is just going roar, 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 and the dragons are roaring back, and Palisier's just like, what are we doing right now? What is that?
All right, Rose, that was your attempt. Who's going next as far as this before we start rolling our initiative?
I think
I'm gonna-
is the last two.
Yep, Fleck, you go ahead. Everybody knows what I'm gonna do.
Could it be Eldritch Blasto?
It is.
I'm gonna dash at this little one.
Are you dashing or are you just moving towards
I'm
it?
dashing. Well, we haven't rolled initiative yet, so I guess I can't hit it immediately.
No, I'm
So-
this
No,
is
you-
count. I'm
you
allowing
can.
this one round before we actually roll
Well, no,
initiative.
if I dash towards him, I can use flurry of blows without using a key because.
Then
of
yeah,
my-
that would be part of it.
Yeah.
Then that's allowed.
Okay. Fuck
Fleck
it. Yeah,
just
fuck it.
flying,
Fucking
super
beer.
punches this thing out of the sky.
Fucking beer.
Rain
Give me a minute.
those
Fucking-
lollipops in.
I'm gonna fucking beer, and then I'm gonna fucking. Hang on. Bah. Bah.
Oh,
The thing goes skid up.
You have actually. Oh my god, you have hit
I
with.
missed both.
Huh? No, you hit with both.
Like fuck.
I could have swore, Aaron. Don't you get more attacks than just 2 though? Because you use flurry of blows.
I really got into this the other day, like before, like on my days off and whatnot, and I looked up like the whole bonus action thing, and
Yeah.
I can only take 2. I can only take 2 after I attack. But because of my Step of the Wind, I basically use Step of the Wind for free, dash.
Oh,
And
okay.
because
So
it's not Swift,
I got you.
Swift
You're
Salt
losing one of your
Flurry of
attacks
Blows.
if you do this method, is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I was like, wait
Flurry
a
of
second.
Blows is allowed to be used for free as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. I got you. So it's like you're running and going pop pop real quick, and that's
Yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Still cool. It's a cool ability.
Give him the quick 1-2.
All right, but you do hit with both, so go ahead and roll damage then.
Damn it.
Ooh.
How are you still doing 1 damage? Don't you add a modifier now?
He's supposed.
You add
Well,
a
he's-
plus 1.
That's a quarterstaff. Flurry of Blows is only
Oh,
unarmed
it's
strike.
unarmed.
No,
That
I'm
is
Yeah.
saying
correct.
your unarmed
But
strikes
you,
add your dex modifier.
your dexterity modifiers add
Oh,
into that.
shit, that's right. Hold up.
That's
No,
what I was
my
like-
martial arts went up.
Yeah, that
My
too.
martial arts thing went up. It's a
That's-
1d6 now, not a 1d4.
Well, it's a 1d6, and then you add your dexterity modifier to it too. That's why I was like, wait, hold up. Well, no, I was just
6.
confused. I was like, how did he get a 1 on one of these? Like, there's no way. Unless he doesn't have a dex mod at all. But he's a monk.
Yeah,
He better
you're right.
have a
I
dex
did-
mod.
Fuck it and
He's a
reroll
monk.
it.
He's a monk with no dex.
Damn,
There.
dude. Holy shit. All right, good pop.
That looks more accurate.
However, that being said, roll a dexterity modifier, or a dex roll, a dex save, sorry. Can't mouth today.
Roll words.
Thanks.
Jason failed at his roll 2 words.
Yes.
Fleck, do you get advantage on dex saves?
That's what I'm trying to find out. It depends on what it is. That's not it.
That's not it. That's not it.
That's not it. What about that one? That's not it. I know one of these motherfuckers.
Big ass squares.
I know, right?
I mean, I've got a. I add my proficiency to it, but I thought I had something. I guess not. I guess not.
Too
Oh,
many
well.
motherfuckers fucking with my
Dex save.
Damn it!
Oh.
I'm a gifted that. Fuck
I
those
ain't-
boys.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fleck, you punch the crap out of it
Okay.
and fall off the boat.
That's much better.
When you start punching the thing, you notice that its skin starts to shimmer, and all of a sudden, in the places you hit, spikes appear.
Bitch.
And it snaps at you. It doesn't bite you, it just snaps at you and roars again, and so do all the others. And Fleck, that will be your turn. Continuing on.
Laser time.
All right.
What is this frickin' dragon hive mind Borg shit that we got going on? Everything roars at exactly the same moment. All right.
It slithers.
They grow right.
Talos here is I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hex on this thick boy. And the team goes.
You have hit it.
Heyo.
Nice.
He takes 18 damage.
Nice.
And he gets blasted back 10 feet, which is not going to matter because he's a fast boy.
Yeah, he just keeps
He's the
flapping.
Flying
He keeps
boy.
flapping his wings as he goes over the edge, and just he doesn't even fall.
Yes.
All right,
I
Palsier.
angered the thick boy.
Who wants to go
Palsier's
first?
also gonna take-
Oh, okay.
A couple steps back here.
Okay.
What do you mean? Who wants to go first? Are we not rolling initiative?
No. This is the like I said. This is this. Yeah, this is. I gave you all a turn to like because they are charging you. And I know this isn't like a surprise round, but it's because they're
Oh.
flying at, and it's like, oh, I'm. You could just stand there and be like, I'm gonna wait till they get here, or you can like, if you see them, are you gonna actually do something or what?
Just come up and fucking swing as they're flying in. Home run them bitches.
Flag just pointing towards the center field.
So, Rose, Null, which one of you wants to go first between the two of you? Because after both of you finish your individual actions, then I'm going to have everybody roll initiative at that point.
Rose tried to talk.
I didn't hear her. Oh, right.
No,
Sorry.
Rose,
No,
Rose
yeah,
tried to
so
talk.
the
So,
dragons,
Null,
whatever
it's
the
your
fuck they
turn.
are.
Give me something. Oh, get the chips.
Ooh, get the chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one did he shoot at?
That would
this
be
over
this
here?
one right here. Fleck's been
I'm,
bashing this one in the face. And this one's been
Oh.
shot off the ship, but didn't fall because it has wings.
I
Yeah.
want to it model one of these.
I'm gonna move here, and I'm gonna shoot at the same one. This one.
All right, take your shot. Take your shiggity shot. You shoot, and it actually just moves out of the way. It takes, basically, as the beam comes forward, it flaps once and moves to the side really quickly, and your beam just goes right past it.
Damn.
And on that note, everybody, let's roll some initiative rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah, boy!
Woo! Coming out strong.
That's good. That's not so good for y'all. Oh, that's hella bad. Okay.
Do I just click on the thing that says initiative?
Yes. Where?
Wow.
Harden, Burden, Harden, back.
Where is my initiative?
Did mine come through?
Well, I'm wondering
Yeah.
where is... Okay, there we go.
There
Well,
it is.
no, I've got Fleck twice on here. Go ahead,
Okay.
roll again, and I'll put your original ones in there.
But what if I roll better? Oh,
No,
please
I'm
put
still.
the
I'm put. Well, no, I'm keeping whatever your
Oh,
originals
okay.
is. It's just for some reason you guys didn't show up. Rose, roll initiative again. Okay, I've got Null on there. I've got Fleck on there.
It keeps saying
Always going.
you wanted to send the results of this roll to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
Fine. All right.
So-
I'll go ahead and name her then. Hold on.
I was gonna say, click your token and then roll.
I'm just adding in, and
Okay.
then we need.
Palace here.
15. You had a 15.
What?
You're the only one that likes those chips.
You don't like salt and vinegars.
No.
You steal them from me.
Yeah, when there's
Well, why don't you go grab the barbecue chips?
I will.
All right.
One.
I haven't gotten that far. Mine won't come through. Anyway,
You
my
have to click on your token.
Well, no, it's fine because I added her in. I just have to actually put her.
Edit it. Oh, okay. Yeah, hers is. Yeah, you got it. 15.
Yeah, I haven't actually put it in yet. So
Yep. All right. I'm gonna roll mine. Let's see.
Palissy is nothing to fear.
He has so many things to fear.
All right. No, what was your original?
17.
17. Okay, good. Fleck, yours was 9. I remember that. Rose, you had 15. That's right. And then this one had 4. This one had 14. This one
I
had
got about
19.
15 minutes. So we gotta wrap this shit up in 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's not happening.
We can do
We'll
it.
probably have to continue this next week, most likely. And Palace, wow, you got 2? Wow. Okay.
The combat or like just the remainder of what you had planned today?
Well, the
meant-
combat. We'll see.
Fuck.
Okay.
All right. So number 3, I'm doing this in a round where Fleck has 1, 2 is right here, 3 is right here, 4 is right here. All right. So the third one is going to move this way. He's going to fly, And he's going to, let's see here, let me get my little pointer.
Pointerino.
Yeah, my pointerino.
Pointerowski. In the town where I was born.
All right, so that's gonna be 11 square. No,
55.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 55 to Palisier and okay. So yeah, this is ow crap. That's gonna hit all of you except for Dargo here. Well, Dargo's not even up here. Dargo's down in the control room still. All right, so this Dracus is what I'm calling them, is going to open its mouth, and this green flame cone is going to launch over all of you. And I need all of you to make a dexterity roll.
Oh, Palisier's
boy.
super good at deck saves.
Woo! Killing it.
Beautiful. I like to see it.
Air 5 to null, Air 5.
Roll your deck save, Danny.
As
Yo,
we both.
Can you like
Ooh.
simultaneously do super backflips? Like in sync?
Wait.
That would be pretty cool.
Wait, how? No, you're not getting hit, Fleck. There's no
Or
possible
no,
way
Fleck
you get
isn't.
hit.
No, but I'm sorry. No, I'm referring to.
Man,
No, Fleck,
you
you're
made me
fine.
waste a fucking nat 20.
Yes, you rolled a nat 20. Good for you.
Wait,
There's no
oh, I
Yeah,
know.
no.
way.
Fine. Null, Rose, Palisier, Puppet. All of you are hit. Fleck, you're fine.
Fucking
18
dog
wasn't
shit.
enough.
No, you're going to take
Half
half
damage.
damage is what it
That was gonna
is.
be some cool ass Power Ranger type.
Which anyone who succeeded, which is everyone at this point, because I forgot Palisier. Did you use your gifted Palisier? Oh, okay. Well, then you're going to take full damage then. Palisier, you take 11 damage. Everybody else is going to take 5 in this case.
Oh, dude.
Except Fleck, because Fleck is out of the way. Fleck, you see this thing shoot your friends with green flame.
Neat.
Neat. Which, by the way, Null, that brings us to your turn.
5.
Okay, I'll just do it for you.
Yes.
You can just click this down 5 times.
Alright.
Betty, Betty, Betty.
I'm trying to. God damn it! I'm trying to move closer, but the
God.
shit is fucking.
Just,
Okay, fucking frosty bitch.
big fucking frosty bitch.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody in the house, get away out of line.
By the way, for knowledge purpose, that wasn't fire damage. That was necrotic damage.
Owie.
Oh. Ow.
God damn it, my hex
Yo.
never does anything to anybody.
Yo, shit
No,
melted.
it still took the full damage, Eric.
Wait,
But-
it was this little baby thing that did it?
Yes, it was that little one right there.
Oh my
Little,
god.
little.
Watch out for them baby ones. They don't know how to hold
Yeah,
back all the poisons.
I like how you're like
Loose.
baby thing, but it's still like a good 6-7 feet long. It's still pretty large.
It's the size of one of us at least.
All right, Null, you actually
Yeah, I
hit
was
roll
about
for
to say, like,
damage.
Magoo.
Yes. Fuck.
Oh, that's so sad. Which, no, unless you got anything else you can do, it will be Rose's turn. You got anything? Anything?
No, I don't.
Alrighty then. Rose, it is your go. Nom nom
Hit it
nom
in the
nom.
face.
Hit in the face. If you cut its head off, it's its weakness.
Put it in its pooper.
Ew.
Give me the old dick twist.
Oh God. All of these are terrible. Rose, what you doing?
It's
Dick
like-
twist.
It's some sort of ancient technique. Yeah, give him the old Dickorino.
Give me the old dick twist.
So 1,
Classic
2,
dick twist.
Classic dick twist.
20. Is that close enough for me to attack?
You need to be
That's
able to
like
get
a legal
one more.
UFC move.
You're almost
What's your
there. Not quite.
What?
It's just, well, what is it?
Why is your movement speed 20? You're a human.
I don't know, man. It just says 20 on there.
Your movement speed should be 30, I believe.
Yeah, for a human, it's 30.
Oh.
So I was like, wait, how are you only 20 for a human?
I'll
She's not
just
used to the plate armor. She's
All that
just dragging.
thick ass armor. Yeah.
All right, what are you doing, Rose?
It's
I'm
weird.
Boop 'em.
and I'm gonna, so.
Are you going to mollywop
I'm a
him? Just give him a good old
Mollywop.
mollywhopping.
Get out.
I'm gonna swing.
Gonna swang?
Swang.
Swang with the twang.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't
Got that
swing.
swing. Do-wop, 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 do-wop.
Roll down. These are your things. So if you want to use your mace +1,
I love the look of confusion we've got on the screen right now. It makes me very happy.
you crit failed.
Fucking nuts.
Oh! Oh!
Let's see
I'm
here.
laughing like that.
And roll new character.
Well,
Welcome to our
so
first character,
yeah,
guys.
this thing, you go to bash it in the head, it doesn't even move, but you somehow just go and slam it beside it.
You felt bad for it at the last second. Like, oh, I'm not gonna hit it that hard.
You tripped over the non-existent rug.
Palacier's gonna see this and just go, pretend they're talking about your tits.
Rose has become
Rose,
enraged.
is there anything else you can do?
I'm still learning. Hang on. I'm trying to see. Do I only have
Does
one
she
action?
have options?
You use your action. So if you have something that's a bonus action, you can do that. These are things you want to figure out in advance. Instead of eating snacks. All right, so things that are bonus actions. That's an action.
He's
That's
a
not
dude.
attack.
She's a dude. It's a dude. We're all dudes.
Hey! What does your channel divinity do?
I have no idea.
I think it does Healies. Oh, hey, you can use Healing Word.
Ooh, fancy.
But
You can
No,
yell,
oh,
heals me, which would be fantastic because
Yeah.
I am a wish.
Okay.
You can yell, "Hey, feel better," and they feel better.
Cool.
Fucking
walk it off, you.
Walk it off, you bitch!
okay.
I feel so inspired for some reason.
Okay, at what level?
We need a bard.
So it is a level 1 spell. You can cast it up to 3rd level.
Maybe I'll
but it means a
multi-class
third
in the
level spell
bard.
slot. 2 of those, and those are strong.
How hurt are you?
I already have a loot,
I
so we're
took
good.
11.
Oh wait, no, that's a charisma shit that I don't have.
You could probably cast
Yeah.
it 1 and be fine.
It's a
I
charisma
could probably
minimum
do
that
it.
I do
But
not
no.
have.
If you cast it at higher levels,
Here we go.
spell out a
D&D
second or
wiki.
higher, you add another d4 of healing.
Okay.
So you need to roll 1d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So you go to core, do a scroll, click the thing I already made for you. Level 1.
Okay.
She is yelling heals at me.
And you are healed for
Ooh,
7
nice.
HP. That's a good heal.
Nice.
Fucking decent.
It is a good deal.
Which
Yeah,
is
not bad, though.
is that it for the Rose?
She cannot do anything
Yeah.
else.
Alrighty then. So we come to Dracus number 2,
Rockets number 2.
which is going to go ahead and fly over to Rose, and it's going to go ahead and take a bite at you.
For yelling at him in his native language that he doesn't understand, maybe.
Nom 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 nom. Yeah, no. So that's going to be a miss. So yeah, that's it for the Dracus 2.
Sweet.
Fleck, you are up again.
Boy, howdy.
How day.
I like how Fleck doesn't have a name. He's just so thick. You know
Neither
who
do
it
you.
is. Yeah, I do.
All right.
On my screen, he has a name. All of you have names except Rose.
All right.
Fleck does not have a name.
I'm gonna quarterstaff attack, and I get 2 because of extra attacks. So Smackaroony 1 and Smackaroony 2.
You hit with the first one, but not the second one.
All right, I'm gonna spend a key point.
Wait a
to
second.
cast
Hold up.
Stunning
Wait.
Strike.
With the quarterstaff, have you added the +1 with it yet?
Yeah, it used to be a +8. Now I put +1 onto it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to. Okay, so yeah, you missed with the
God
second attack
Damn.
then.
All right, I'm gonna spend a key point to use Stunning Strike.
Ooh, what do I have to roll for that again?
Con save, I think.
Something higher than a 14 if I make it.
Okay, let me see here then.
Oh, hang on. It's a
Yeah,
Constitution. Okay, it's a Constitution save versus my key save of 14.
It
Yeah.
fails.
Flip it.
It is stunned until the end of your next turn.
Nice. Nice.
Very
Takes
nice. All right, okay, and it takes 6 damage. Awesome, man. Good job, Brosif.
Waiting for this shit.
Wouldn't work for one.
Is there anything else you can do, or are you done for now?
It doesn't work against AoEs, no. But it works against regular attacks.
Do I get flurry of blows for no? Because I didn't dash. No, I'm gonna go ahead and that'll be it.
Okay.
I don't want
She
to
can
use too
protect
much
somebody.
key.
All right, Draxus number 4 is going to run over here, and it's going to breathe on Null and Palisier and the puppet again. So,
He is a penis.
yeah. So,
He's a penis. He's
Let's,
a real penis.
I need you guys to make a dexterity roll.
The penisiest of penises.
Yes, the penisy of penises. All right, Null, you're good. So, puppet. Does your puppet pass?
Puppet takes the same saves as I do.
Okay. So then you will take 2, Null, and Palisier, you take 4.
Palisier.
Palisier. He's really bad at this. And Draxus doesn't matter because it's still stunned, which brings us to Palisier.
Palisier is glass cannon as a motherfucker.
Yes.
He's going to take another pot shot at the boy that he hexed.
Okay. Take that pot shot then.
I have forgotten which one that was, but
No, that
No,
is
it's
that
the-
is the one right here. I'm trying to keep them in some semblance of
that
order
was
for
me.
my own
no,
sanity.
me personally, that's what I.
You as it shoots, it ducks and the shot goes straight over it and it roars
I am-
at you.
Gifting the shit out of that garbage 11 roll.
Okay then.
Is there like a way to add rain? Because I think my computer might be trying to kill itself.
These rolls are trash.
It's like
There's
it
40
keeps going.
You still miss it. The beam glows extra glowy and still passes right over it. Which brings us to Draxus number 3. And it's going to take a biting attack at Rose.
Boo.
Oh, which is a nat 20.
Oh, you got it.
So let me see what I had for the damage. Oof. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're taking
Oh,
it.
You take 9 damage from it. It reaches forward and bites onto your leg and just starts shaking your leg and then lets go.
I'm gonna mute and refresh real quick, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Which Null, it is your go.
All right.
Sweat dropping?
No, he's
Nah,
just refreshing
no.
real quick.
So what I'm going to do is send my puppet forward,
Okay.
right there. Then y'all know what it is. Puppet slam.
You know what it is.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna re-roll that.
okay.
I'm re-rolling.
I was like, that was not a good roll, man. That
There it is.
definitely hits. All right.
We've had bad rolls.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
All right. Well, you hit it. Roll for your damage. All right. 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad. Anything else you can do?
No. I just need one more level before I can start moving at the same time as my puppet.
Cool. All right. Rose, you are up.
Hey, Palace here. Roll 7 consecutive charisma saves and take the highest one. Well, I rolled 14 ones, so you had quadruple advantage.
I don't want to
Times
hear it.
10.
You took 4 damage on 3d6 potential damage here.
Jeez.
That's how much that fire attack does. It's 3d6 of necrotic damage. Don't
Okay.
complain. 4 is exceptionally good.
Yeah, it was. So what you doing, Danis?
Hang on.
Is she going to spell something or is she going to thwack in it and miss again?
All right. I actually am gonna have to bounce, which sucks because I was doing.
You really were. Like that extra level where you're level 5 really kind of like
I went
pushed
from
you.
dying to being like, I'm gonna fuck everyone up.
Yeah.
Mother,
What'd you...
we're level 5. Motherfucker!
What do you mean what level 5?
What?
You were here when I said we went to level
Yeah,
5. Fleck
Texted
wasn't.
me.
Oh my god. He
We're
didn't
fighting with
know.
a handicap.
You were literally in the room. You were on the stream when I said it.
Yes, I was.
I was like,
Yeah.
hey, guys, by the way, and you're level 5, so make sure to do that.
Mm-hmm.
For damage.
That's why I had to message Aaron. I was like, hey, by the way, broski, you're level 5 now, so implement
Oh.
that.
I don't remember.
Next time. Next time.
God.
Next time.
Your anger level, I'm so glad that's recorded.
On that note, guys, I gotta bounce.
All right, buddy.
All right.
You know what Fleck would do.
Yeah, I do.
We'll probably do the same whenever it gets to Fleck's turn, just so we can have him in combat.
Yeah, that would make things very helpful. Plus,
Wait, how much damage did I take with that last bite?
7, 9. I think it was 9.
it was 9.
Okay.
Ow. Loud.
Have at it.
I'm trying to figure out where I go.
What are you trying to do?
Swing.
Then click the mace plus
Swangity
1.
swang swang.
No.
No. I'm struggle bus today.
Rose is
Make it
having...
to cast a spell.
Yeah.
Palliser's still on fire.
What's your health at?
You wouldn't know, but I have been set on fire more than once.
Ah.
He has, actually.
All right. Healing word, I guess, on him.
Null has also taken damage, just
Oh.
for the record. He's taken
Oh,
less,
but
kind of.
I've been able to
He's
move
not
out
taking
the way.
much damage.
You hear Palliser yelling curses.
Okay.
Palliser just piece of shit fire, and he keeps trying to shoot lasers, and they're not hitting because he's on fire. He's not a fan.
Where's my healing word?
This is my character, isn't it?
No.
No. Okay. It's under your attacks. I put a thing in there for
I mean,
You
on
know
the
where
plus
you put
side, Rose is really durable, so...
healing word.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is a Healy's on Palliser. Stop catching on fire.
I'm working on that.
Is that where the healing word you're yelling at him?
Yeah.
Stop catching on fire.
All right. Is there anything else you can do, Rose? Except yelling at Palliser to stop being caught on necrotic fire?
Okay. All right. right, we actually have to drop because our guests are here.
That works out because Drax is 2. I'm going to have him take another bite at Rose. So I'm going to do this real quick to see if it works. It does not. So on that note, we're going to end in the middle of this combat. I'm going to move it to Fleck. That way I can remember whose turn it is.
Good call.
And yeah, so that's where it's at. You have these 4 dragon-like creatures all attacking you.
This has been Goatee and the Tits over here.
Oh, God. Why? Just, why?
Because it's a radio show. We're
No,
Goatee and the Tits.
it's actually, it's really not, actually.
Danny's Goatee, I'm the Tits.
Oh, my
that
gosh.
makes sense.
That's the
makes sense.
curveball. We throw it at you. All right, guys.
On that note, it was fun. We'll see y'all next week. We're the Dungeoneers of Depravity. Have a good night.
Bless.